crow, 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 crowing go, crowing go, na yamido, na yamido, na yamido. Crow, 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 crowing go, na yamido, na yamido, na yamido. Greetings, fellow world citizens. Why this Krohinko? Krohinko is a type of saying or a song or something that is connected with people who weave kente. What I'm wearing today and that. And when we're kids, we're taught at school, primary school, that's the noise, that the machine that is used in making kente, the crisscross. It's just like knitting in an advanced way, you know? And that's how it goes. And that's the sound. So we're taught that. And I love that. But you ask me why? That's because the subject I'm going to introduce today is connected with that. And that is this kente cloth. You can find it in Ghana. The original one in Ghana. The place where I was born in Africa, West Africa. It used to be Gold Coast, you know, ages ago. When the British colonized us. But now, we are, what we say, political independent. But we'll talk about that, you know, in some time. Today, we are going to concentrate on science and legend. Science and legend is because you can find science and legend in everything. And this is science, you know. The art of making the kente is science. And the legend is what makes the kente weaver blend the colors to make it so beautiful. Because he has a moral connection to make it beautiful so that humankind can enjoy the beauty of God's creation. So, just to introduce this topic, science and legend, I would like to tell you a story that is from me. It's my own experience. Some years ago, between 1996, 97, thereabout, I was on a project, a Baha'i teaching project in London, in Hackney to be precise. And myself and some young friends who came from the continent, the continent of Europe, somewhere from Belgium, Netherlands, Germany, Italy, and so forth and so on. I don't remember very well, you know. I'm getting a bit older. They came and went to Victoria Park to, you know, teach the faith of Baha'u'llah, because that's what we Baha'is has been asked to do. So, as we were walking along in a park, going around to see somebody to talk to, I saw this young man. Probably he was around 16, 17 years old, or 18 at most, sitting down quietly. So I went and sat beside him. Excuse me, yeah. It was beside him, yeah. So, the other guys who were with me were a bit shy. You know, they were young. I was a bit older, yeah. Now I'm old now. Older, a bit older. I wouldn't say I'm old, but a bit older. So, I went and sat beside him. And I said hello, and he also said hello. And I introduced myself to him. I mentioned my name. My name is Kofi. I'm a member of the Baha'i community, and we are here to talk about Baha'i. He asked me, Baha'i what? I said, Baha'i faith. He said, what's Baha'i faith? I said, it's a religion. He said, my friend, before you talk, let me ask you a question. I said, You are at liberty. He asked me, what do you Baha'is say about, the great humanist, Charles Darwin? I think a lot of you have heard it. He has a theory of evolution. So this young guy asked me, he's a young man. He asked me, what do you say? I mean, what is your opinion about this theory of evolution that Charles Darwin propounded? I said, oh, my friend, I'll try. In the Baha'i faith, it's been answered by a man called Abdul Baha. Abdul Baha is the elder son of Baha'u'llah, and he's some example of the faith. In fact, all Baha'is try to emulate what he did. So I said, I'll try. His answer that he gave. Because somebody asked him the same question. But I didn't prepare, my friend, so if I make a mistake, please. But I'll try. And I'm going to paraphrase what I've read from from Abdul Baha's answer. So I said, my friend, Charles Darwin theory, according to Abdul Baha, is very simple. It's science and religion. And it's science because, before conception will take place, there's a sperm and an egg, and they come together. So if the egg fertilizes and the sperm is also good, they get together and conception takes place. So in the early stage, we have this embryo. And the embryo will develop into a fetus. Is that not it? Science people, please correct me if I'm wrong. Then, after that, it will start developing. Then, the baby will start developing all the organs, like the hand, the mouth, the head, and all that. And it will get to a point, you look at it, it looks like some lizard-like, if I'm not mistaken, because I saw one in a museum, in a bottle. It looks like a lizard. And then, eventually, there comes a baby. And everybody's happy. We party, dance, because Kofi is born. That is me, I was born. You see? And Abdul Baha said that. You see, that embryo, that fetus, that lizard-like thing, that became a human being, is different stages of the human development in his life. So, if someone saw it in the beginning, the embryo, and the person said, oh, man is developed from an egg or embryo, that person is correct. Man developed from a fetus, that person is correct. That man developed from that lizard-like thing, that person is correct. So you see, that concept of Charles Darwin, that says that probably we developed from ape and we became human beings, because I saw the pictures, that is not the meaning. It is possible that man in his development may look like a monkey, just like that lizard-like. But that species was man or humankind. A monkey will remain a monkey until the time that has no end. From the beginning as a monkey to the end that has no end as a monkey. Let's get it clear. So that is the basic understanding of that. And that, you see, the explanation that Abdul Baha gave is that religious aspect that he has learned from Baha'u'llah, because it is a revelation by Baha'u'llah, and out of that revelation, Abdul Baha picked up that and explained this beautifully. So you see here, the connection of science and religion must go hand in hand. It's perfect. Let's develop it a bit further. So now we have grown We are human beings. And then we have a religion. We are developing. We are advancing. We have conscience and everything. So came Baha'u'llah. And Baha'u'llah said that, you know what? Science and religion, just like I said earlier, that man and woman are like the two wings of the bird, and I use an eagle, if you can recollect. Baha'u'llah said that it's the same thing with science and religion. They are like two wings of a bird. If one wing is weak, the bird cannot fly properly. What it means is that if science forgets completely about religion, or if religion forgets completely about science, there's going to be chaos. And we've seen it. What happened is that, let me draw your mind back to Hiroshima. You understand? Hiroshima. During the Second World War, the Americans unleashed this atomic bomb and blasted Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And up to today, the effect of that bomb is having on the people. You cannot recollect. You have no idea how the people are suffering up to today. So you see, the reason why that thing happened, the person who developed the atomic bomb, if there was this moral conscience from religion, as religion is teaching, that person would have used that and said, oh, this is going to kill people. So let me maybe use that technology to do something else that will benefit mankind or humankind. So you see the balance of science and religion. In another way, I've heard some people who are so religious to the extent that they say that, oh, we came naked, therefore we should go naked. My friend, this cold that we have here, if you go naked, you get pneumonia or bronchitis and die. So you see, there should be a balance. That person should look at science as something beneficial and not to look at it as something materialistic. Once, a gentleman told me, because I was very young then, I was so worried about nuclear weapon. That was during the time of, those of you who don't know about the Cold War. Yeah, it was Russia and America, this, that. And I was worried about the nuclear weapon that is going to be unleashed on all of us. And the man said, Kofi, calm down. There's not going to be any war. They wouldn't dare using the nuclear weapon. I said, why? He said, you know what it means? Nuclear weapon. If nuclear weapon is unleashed, almost everybody will die. And you know, we go to war to celebrate victory. You don't go to war for a sake. You go to war and you, as we have it here, you know, during VJ Day, on whatever day, we celebrate, and you see all the ex-servicemen will be lining up in the street and we'll be clapping for them, you know, to celebrate victory. And if we all die, who is going to celebrate victory? So for that matter, it won't happen. So, what I'm trying to say is that if the people who spend billions while others are hungry, most of places, a lot of people are hungry. They can't even get food to eat. That technology that was used to manufacture weapons, that same technology can be used for agricultural purposes, to produce fertilizer. Also, for energy, to power industries, and make more food available for everybody to eat and enjoy. So that aspect will come from the morality of religion. So religion will then go into that person's mind to say, my friend, be careful. Use that technology to do something good that will benefit mankind. My last thing that I will say is that God has given everybody a brain. This brain is for us to survive. Without your brain and your thinking faculty, you cannot survive. So you see, that is science. Because as human beings, we were composed of a lot of elements. Calcium, potassium, whatever. All of them are in it. We have the brain, which is an organ. We have other organs, like the liver and all that. And they all constitute human being. That makes a function. And that is science. And religion is the one that helps us to use this thinking faculty in doing something good and not to destroy. So you see, if you don't get the balance and you go to science too much, you become materialistic, more materialistic. And if you just contain yourself to religion without science, you become what the English people will say, superstitious. You go out naked because you came naked and have bronchitis or cold or anything that is to do with, this terrible weather, and die. And as for the brain, if you don't use your brain that God has given you with a little science, nobody is saying that you have to be a great scientist. No. Just basic things, because it is science that informed me to believe in God. Even though I read from the holy writings like Bible, Quran, the Holy Quran and other, like the Bhagavad Gita and all that, the Torah, all of them, they talk about God or a supreme being, And it's not only that. It is what is around me. Everything that I see on this planet has something that brought it. Like this microphone in front of me was made by a manufacturer. So the manufacturer is a creator. And this microphone is a creature. So I am a creature and God is the creator. And because this microphone cannot understand the manufacturer, who is a human being, so it is the same that I, who is a human being, cannot understand my creator, who I believe to be God, or I say is God. Some people can say Big Bang or whatever they want to. That is up to them. But the simple thing is that, and if you don't use your brain, somebody will have to use your brain, his or her brain, for you to survive. Because without the brain and thinking, you cannot survive. And therefore, someone will use their brain for you to survive, and that will be disastrous. Science and religion must go hand in hand. I think I'll end here, but I'll plead with everybody that my channel's name is Kofi. It's not Kofi. K Tradia, but the K stands for Kofi. K Tradia, and it is spelled KTWERGDUA. Simpliciter. So please subscribe, comment, and share so that other people will also look at my video and they will enjoy and learn from it. I thank you very much. Bye-bye. Until next time, this is your fellow world citizen, Kofi, signing off.